Hey guys, I'm going to share with you my updated foundation routine, especially for the winter. Here is my bare naked face. I have already washed it and moisturized it. I think this is my first time that I'm going to be uploading a video in 1080p, so funny how I choose a time when I have absolutely no makeup on to do that, but hopefully you can see everything. Hopefully you can see my pores. I just want you guys to be clearly to be able to see everything before I apply the foundation so that you can actually see the difference, you know? So for winter time, it's really important to make sure you exfoliate, use some kind of scrub to slough off all of the dead skin cells, all those flakes that you don't want the foundation to emphasize because that's not pretty. And I did moisturize with my Embryo Lease. I've been using this more often lately because now that it is winter, I need more moisture for my skin, and I love this. I highly recommend it. It is a great moisturizer and primer. It just really soaks into the skin and makes your skin feels so soft and supple, which is exactly what you want before you apply your foundation. So I've got that on, and now I'm going to apply my Shiseido SPF as a base because this really helps control my oil. Of course, if you're going out in the daytime and you want to protect your face from the sun, you would apply this all over, but I'm using it just to control my oil. So I'm going to apply it where I get oily. And you know that I don't wear foundation every day. I still don't. I like light coverage for every day, but this is more so for special occasions or when I just want more coverage. You know, like if I'm going out on the town with the girls or something and you want that flawless look on your face. So I'm just applying this mostly on the T-zone where I do get shiny. It just mattifies the face so well, and it really helps control the oil. I don't know how. I know it's strange, but it really just works and I love it. Okay, so we've got that. Alright, now that our face is clean and moisturized and prepped, time for the foundation. And this is the combination that I've been loving lately because I am so particular about how foundation looks on my skin, so particular about how, you know, long it lasts, the color, everything. So I've been mixing these two, my Estee Lauder Double Wear in Sand and my Neutrogena Healthy Skin Liquid Foundation in Natural Beige, and these two have just worked beautifully mixed together. The reason why is because this has a matte finish, and by itself it can look kind of pasty. It can really emphasize any dryness, flakes, anything, no matter how well prepped your skin is. So I mix a little bit of this in with this, which I really love, but the only thing is that this can be a little too dewy for my skin type since I have oily skin. I have like oily combination skin, so it doesn't hold up as well, and my face greases up pretty quickly with it. So these two mixed together, beautiful. First, I just pour a little bit of the Neutrogena onto my hand. Alright, so I have a generous amount on my hand there. Now I'm just going to pour a teensy bit of the Estee Lauder just right into it. Okay, so I put less amount of that, and now I'm just going to use my fingers to mix it together. You could also use a brush. Sometimes I use my Sigma Synthetic Kabuki to just mix it together and apply, but today I'm just going to even use my fingers because sometimes I like how it looks even more applied with my fingers. And now we're just going to dab it onto the skin and just smooth it out. And the consistency is just perfect. And it's long wearing enough because I mixed some of that Estee Lauder in there. Of course, you don't have to go and buy these same exact foundations, but the idea is to just mix and customize something that works well for you. So I'm just applying that all over. Make sure you get into the crevices of your nose because as you can see I have redness there. I think most people do. Especially after you like exfoliate your skin. So I'm just going to apply a little bit more than I normally would, just so you can kind of really see the effect of it. And it just really evens out my skin tone, but it doesn't look mask-like, which I love. I'm going to put a little bit more here because there's some redness peeking through there, which I usually don't mind, but if you're just trying to get that, you know, perfect canvas to work with, just apply a little bit more where you need it. So notice how it does give me a slight dewy sheen, which I think just looks more skin-like. Okay, so I have some extra on my hand, and I'm actually going to apply that all the way down to the neck. And this is really key, especially if you are, you know, wearing this out at night and you know there's going to be flash photography and you want to make sure you don't have a mask-like look at all, make sure to apply it and blend it down to the neck. You should be able to clearly see how that looks, and then you would just proceed to apply your concealer on any spots that might need extra concealing, and then also underneath the eyes. So I'm just going to use my Maybelline Instant Age one and just brighten up underneath the eyes with that. Here's a close-up of how everything looks. And then you would just continue to set the foundation. You definitely want to set it, even if it's just lightly with a powder. I like to use my MAC Blot Press Powder. I think that one works beautifully. It just really helps matte out the skin and helps set everything. And then you would continue to apply bronzer and contour, blush, the rest of your face makeup. And so that is my foundation routine for this winter when I want more coverage. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Stay tuned for more videos. Bye.